Hi guys, welcome to the first ever episode known as the pilot of the No One or Number One GrayKnight podcast. I am your host, Mitchie or Mitchell, and joined by me is my lovely co-host, which you're also the host, Hayden.
Hello.
So me and Hayden have known each other. Let's do a bit of intro. We've known each other for what, 3 or 4 years now?
About 2 years almost.
No, it has been 2 years. We're going into our third.
Oh, yeah.
We met in 2024.
Yes, so it'd be a year and a half now.
Yeah, a year and a half. Yeah. It just feels like we've been friends for so much longer.
We are Power Ranger fans, as you can tell by the title.
So the name No One GrayKnight or Number One GrayKnight comes from Number One Sentai Gojuja, because we love Gojuja. We watched the full video finale, which is on my TikTok page. Mitchie, you can find it as Mitchie or Mando Ranger 1 or 0. I can't remember if it's a 1 or 0. I'll have to double check for the next podcast. But we do have the thing up there, clips of our other podcast, Sizzling Media, doing a little plug, which is primarily Hayden's podcast, not mine. I'm just a guest. And GrayKnight is a combination of our two favorite Power Rangers. So Knight comes from Connor McKnight, my favorite Ranger, and
The gray part comes from my favorite Ranger, Carter Grayson.
Who we bicker about who's better all the time. But we still...
Until Hoeru from Gojuja enters the conversation.
Then it becomes a great conversation. So we're a giant Gojuja stan, but we also love our Power Ranger seasons, Dino Thunder and Lightspeed Rescue. Now, let's start the podcast. Since it is a pilot, we're not doing an actual episode, but we will be watching episodes, talking everything from Power Rangers. Hopefully we might have Power Ranger guests one day. If any Power Rangers are listening, hit us up. We'd love to have you guys as guests. But
don't be afraid to give us the restraining order.
You want me to tell them that?
Oh, yeah.
Anyways,
we're hoping to do Power Rangers, and we're hoping to explore into we're going to do Super Sentai, but we also hope to do Kamen Rider, all the American Tokusatsu Metal Heroes. We're hoping to do all that because we are just two big Toku nerds.
Yeah.
Well, Mitch is more new into Toku. I'm more of the Toku nerd.
Yeah, Gojuja was my first Sentai, and the last Sentai I ever had.
Rip.
Anyways, let's begin. Are the Power Rangers frauds? What do we mean by are the Power Rangers frauds? How many of them actually beat their villain by their pure strengths or powers they knew about? And how many of them just got
hit? Magical MacGuffin. And they have to take them out as a team. Magical MacGuffin. Not one at a time, or outside force. How many of them beat them as a team?
Exactly. All right, Hayden, did you want to start us off with Season 1?
So, Mighty Morphin Season 1. Now, we're going to go by Doomsday, because remember, Doomsday was the original finale.
Yeah, we're not doing Zack's one, because that's just a continuation.
So, for Doomsday, their final fight was with Goldar in Cyclopsis and Lokar. Now, I know a lot of people say Lokar was the final boss. Technically, I don't count Lokar, because Lokar was there for 2 episodes. He has no backstory. Now, in Zyuranger, there is backstory onto why Lokar's counterpart is considered the main villain. But Lokar does not have that. So we're going to say Rita is the main boss.
Yep.
And now, Lokar was not destroyed. Goldar was not destroyed. They destroyed Cyclopsis. So they did that. But as far as beating Rita ran off.
She got away.
They never, in fact, this was pointed out to me, they never fought Rita hand to hand until Once and Always, which we'll get to that.
Oh yeah, they never did.
In fact, in Zyuranger, Tommy's counterpart Burai fought Bandora hand to hand, but the Rangers never fought Rita Repulsa herself.
Yes. So
So
season 1.
they did not defeat Rita.
So far they're frauds. That's 1-0 on the fraud tally. Season 2, we're introduced to Lord Zed, the new big bad, Rita's boss, in a sort. And in season 2, the Rangers don't beat Zed. He's still there in season 3. They never beat him. So, yeah, another season where it's 2-0.
And now season 3. I'm going to count season 3 and Alien Rangers as one thing just to make it easier. Because season 3 had Rita and Zed together.
Yeah.
Once again, the Rangers did not beat them.
They got beat
in
by
fact,
Master
Zed
Vile.
and Rita beat them.
Yeah, because of Master Vile.
Master Vile turned the Earth back in time, and they destroyed the power coins. And on top of that, in season 3, they destroyed the Thunder Zords, the Tigers. Well, that was Rito, but still, the Zords were destroyed. All that. Then Master Vile comes in. Now, the Alien Rangers did not really have a final boss because the Hydro Hog. Okay, Hydro Hog is weird because they say Hydro Hog is the Alien Rangers equivalent of Lord Zed, but he's also considered a monster of the week. So I will consider Master Vile as the final boss because he's the one who put the events of Alien Rangers into place.
Yeah.
Master Vile ran off.
So far, everyone's a fraud. They had to get saved by another team of Rangers.
Yeah, and even then, the Alien Rangers didn't fight Master Vile.
So far, Mighty Morphing lost everything. They lost the command center too. Rico and Goldar.
And yeah, they lost the command center. And so far, the only W they have on those people is Tommy got lucky and broke Zed's staff one time.
Yeah.
And even then, Zed still came back.
Which then leads us into Zeo. Which they get a new command center, they get a new base.
Now, let's go to Rita and Zed real quick. The Machine Empire ran them off. That wasn't the Rangers. That was a whole nother villain group.
Yeah. And then towards the end of Zeo. Yes.
Now, the Rangers did fight King Mondo. They did beat him. They didn't destroy him.
Yeah.
Mitch, who destroyed Mondo?
Lord Zed and Rita with their bomb.
Mm-hmm. Now, I know some people will pull up the technicality of, they defeated King Mondo with the Super Zeo Megazord. We're not counting that. We're counting the finale. And in the finale, King Mondo was not defeated or destroyed by the Rangers. That was Lord Zed. And even then, you see at the end, King Mondo was still talking. And he comes back in space.
Yeah.
So Lord Zed did the job, and he didn't even finish it.
Yeah. Now we move on to Turbo. And a lot of you guys are going to say...
Hang on. Before we do that, let's discuss the two movies, because we skipped those.
I was about to talk about
Ivan Ooze,
but we'll go to the MMA.
Oh, you want to do the movies at the end?
Well, no, I was about to do the Turbo movie, but we'll do the MMPR movie now, because we've already skipped it, so we'll do that.
Yeah. So the Rangers did fight Ivan Ooze. They were getting their butts whooped.
Yes.
But what destroyed Ivan Ooze was not the Rangers. It was that comet. Yeah. So, therefore, outside force.
Yep.
Now we get to the Turbo movie.
Now, in the Turbo movie, I know what of you guys are going to say, but Malagor was the main bad of this movie. No. He's more of a monster.
Yeah, he kind of was.
Yeah. But we're counting him as a monster.
Say this was an episode of the show. Because that's what this is. It's just an extended episode of the show.
It's episode 1.
Malagor wouldn't be a villain. He'd be a monster of the day. So that's how we're choosing to count it. But, on the sense he's technically the main antagonist of the movie, yes, the Rangers beat him. But again, we're counting him as a monster of the day.
Yep. Which then leads us into
No turbo proper.
which now leads us into the Turbo show. No shade on TJ. We don't disrespect anyone on our podcast. But no disrespect on TJ. The Turbo Rangers did not save the day. They lost their command center. They had to retreat into space.
Now, before people say, "Oh, that was TJ's fault," let's be honest. Had Tommy and them not left, it probably still would have happened.
Tommy still lost his Zords whilst he was in control in Season 3. They still lost.
Exactly. Tommy lost the Zords when he was in control. And not only that, in Turbo, had Tommy and them not left, Divatox still probably would have whooped them because they had to go into space.
Yeah.
It would not have made a difference.
Because they would have still had no Demetria to help them. Yes, they would have more experience, but that's nothing. We've been shown throughout the show that Divatox is more of a threat than Rita and Zed and King Mondo.
Because and people are like, "Oh, but Divatox is a joke villain." Yes, but let's remember something. The reason she found the power chamber was because Elgar and Rygog found it and they surprised them.
Yeah. They had no one to help them.
And not only that, let's remember, they're mourning the fact that Zordon was just taken captive, Demetria and the Blue Centurion just left, the Phantom Ranger left a long time ago. And again, they now have to mourn the fact they have no weapons because they destroyed their weapons to destroy Gogoyle. All that's left is them, their sidearms, and Alpha 6.
And their Zords, which then get destroyed.
Oh yeah, the Zords were destroyed too. So it's literally them, their sidearms, and Alpha 6.
Because in any
so if Tommy and them were there,
in any scenario,
if Tommy and them were there, it would not have made a difference.
In any scenario, the villains could have just gone big and then squash their base. Just because they did a full-on assault doesn't change the fact of they still would have won.
So at the end of the day, Divatox wiped the floor with them.
Yep, 100%.
Whether we like it or not. Now, in space, here's where people really get antsy. People say Astronema is the main villain. No, it's Dark Spectre.
He's the one controlling Astronema.
And what happened to Dark Spectre?
He got destroyed by Darkonda.
Mm-hmm. So he got defeated by his own guy.
Not the Rangers.
Now, let's say Astronema does count. Because, yes, in the finale, she gets promoted to Queen of Evil after Dark Spectre's defeat.
Mm.
It's still a fraudulent win.
100% it is.
Because it was Astronema's own blast deflected by Andros, who he was blocking it.
Mm.
So therefore, she did it herself.
%. Which then means...
Now, let's go back to Divatox, the Machine Empire, and Rita and Zed. People are like, "Oh, Andros destroyed Zordon's tube." Yes, Andros did destroy Zordon's tube. But I don't think Andros gets that credit. That credit goes to Zordon. He knew what had to be done, and the only reason Andros had to do it, Zordon couldn't do it by himself.
Mm. Which means it's a fraudulent win.
Exactly, because Zordon could not physically blow himself up. He had to have somebody with hands to do it.
Yeah. He could just blow himself up. He would have done it when he could. He had to convince Andros to do it. Andros didn't want to.
And let's also point out the fact Zordon did not finish the job.
Nah. Because we wouldn't have Lost Galaxy or anything else. And what were you guys going to say? Power Rangers...
Well, that I can give that a slide because retcon and they thought the show was going to end.
Yeah.
I'll let that slide, but I'm going to go more so with the fact that the whole point of when Ninja Storm was supposed to be Power Rangers Hexagon, which I don't know how much of that you know.
I know a little bit about it.
The original plan was it was going to bring back people, or not people. Well, it was going to bring back people, but specifically villains that were not seen destroyed by the Z-Wave.
Yeah.
It was going to bring back Scorpina, Lokar, Prince Gasket, and anybody that wasn't seen in the final episode of In Space.
Yeah.
So, thus proving Zordon really did not finish the job, even if we take retcons out of it.
Because they had the plans.
And not only that, Soul of the Dragon, which that is canon, it confirms Scorpina wasn't destroyed.
Yeah. Anyways, let's stop going too deep into this one, because we talked about all these other theories and things in another video. I mean, not video, because this is a podcast / well, we say video because it's uploaded to YouTube as well, other formats, where Hayden will have been making our thumbnails and all that.
But this is the podcast, more podcast-friendly version, I would say.
Yeah.
Now, Lost Galaxy. Let's start with Scorpius, because he was the main villain and was originally supposed to be the main villain.
Yep.
They did destroy him.
But he wasn't the final big bad. He wasn't the final boss.
No, he was not. So it doesn't count. The big boss, Trakina. Now, a ranger did defeat her. However, one of the things we said at the start was they had to do it as a team.
Yeah.
Leo defeated her.
And he didn't even kill her, because she came back in the next season on the crossover with Lightspeed and had to get help from the Lightspeed team to finish her off.
So, did they defeat her? Yes. But fraudulent because they had to have help.
And for any of you guys asking, oh, but what about the Psycho Rangers? We're not including them because they're not main villains. They're
not the final boss.
If you want, we're more than happy to do a side podcast talking about all the Psycho Rangers, the main 5, Psycho Silver, and Psycho Green as well.
Now, I think I'll take over this portion here.
Yep.
Lightspeed.
More than happy.
I love Lightspeed.
It
is my favorite season. I will make fun of the bad things about it, but I will still declare it my number 1. They got a fraudulent win. The Rangers did not beat Queen Banshira. Carter may have kicked her into the tomb, but he grabbed hold of Carter and was going to drag him down. Who was the one who cut her off of him and she fell into the tomb and was defeated? Diabolico did that.
Yet again, another example of the villains killing the villains.
And he managed to finish the job because she didn't come back.
Yep. And now
before we continue, I do have to point out, folks, we are not in person at all. We are literally in 2 separate places recording this.
Yep, 2 different sides of the world.
So if my audio sounds weird, that's why. Because it's probably going to be my audio that sounds kind of weird.
I don't know. But yes, this is all recorded on Discord, so.
We're not professional yet. We're hoping to get there.
Hope to.
Time Force.
Just to put it simply, Rancic surrendered to the Rangers. They were getting their asses handed to them.
Admittedly, the whole point of Time Force was they never destroyed mutants.
Yeah.
Which, I'm not going to knock that against them. That was their whole thing. They didn't destroy mutants.
They arrested
But they didn't catch Rancic based on they actually defeated him in a fight. He surrendered.
He beat their ass in a fight. They were injured, beat up.
Yeah. Jen could not walk in a straight line when catching him.
Yeah. If they had gone on to another fight, Jen would have lost and died.
Mm-hmm. Wild Force. Now, here's where we get technical once again. Did the Rangers beat him? Yes. But let's be honest right now. That was Magical MacGuffin.
Yeah.
Because why are the Zords back all of a sudden?
They were
The
destroyed.
Zords died.
And then there's like hundreds of Zords that we've never seen before in the show or knew about.
So it's like over 100 Zords and the 6 Rangers. And not only that, they were losing.
Yeah, they had no
They should have lost.
They had no powers.
Like, I'm willing to bet, like, the only reason they got their powers back was because the show had to end on a happy ending.
Because this was, yet again, meant to be the end of Power Rangers.
Hence, literally, that's why it was titled that.
Yeah.
So, Magical MacGuffin, fraudulent win.
Yep.
Ninja Storm.
Hey, and before I say, so far we've done all the Saban era seasons, and the Rangers have gone however many to 0.
Yeah, we've had no legitimate wins. Ninja Storm.
Yep, you can do Ninja Storm because I'll take over afterwards.
Yeah, so Ninja Storm. Did they beat Lothar? Yes. But once again, fraudulent win because Magical MacGuffin, they got fingers of glowy magic and pushed him into the abyss. And they didn't finish the job because he came back in Dino Thunder. And when he was beat in Dino Thunder, it wasn't the Rangers who did it, it was Mesogog.
Yep. Alright, time for me to take over, guys. As we have already stated, I am my favourite season is Dino Thunder and everything about it. So, let me be the one to tell you, this is the first season where the Rangers have actually won. Like, really won. So, they're fighting Mesogog in his final form. All the Rangers are fighting. They're using all their powers that they can. And they're still getting their asses handed. But then they realise they've got to give up. Give up. Let me emphasise on that. They've given up their powers to do this. To use their full power of their Dino Gems. They knew they had powers in their Dino Gems. Which has already been said that the Dino Gems have magical powers and all that shit. They weren't destroyed before, so they couldn't come back. They always still had the
And
power.
this is powers they know they have.
So they knew, shit, we've got to use up all of our power. Give up all of our powers to be able to do this. So they combine all their Dino Gem powers to win. Powers that they knew they had. Not magical bullshit.
It's not like Ninja Storm where they did magic glowy fingers. It's not Wild Force where we get 100 Zords we've never seen before.
They channeled all their power in their Dino Gems to finish off Mesogog, and he never came back.
I mean, would it be a magic MacGuffin? Yes. But that would only apply if they didn't know they could do that.
Which
they knew they could do that.
Because we literally see them use Dino Gem powers. And we've been told that the Dino Gems are extremely powerful. Alright, let's move on to SPD.
Now, again, this is another technicality thing. A lot of people think Omni was the main bad because he was controlling Grum and all that. I can see the point there. But I don't count Omni. He was too last minute.
Grum had been set up all season as the big bad.
But I don't count him. He's literally in it for what, 2 episodes? 3 episodes?
No, I'm saying that Grum was worked up the entire season to be the big bad.
Grum was built up since the beginning. But Omni was a legit win, if we want to count Omni. But me and Mitch are not counting Omni. We're going to count Grum. Now, once again, like Strakina, it was a win because he was defeated. And unlike Strakina, Grum did not come back. However, it's a fraudulent win. Because what was one of the rules we stated?
No, all Rangers have to do it.
It has to be as a team.
It was just Kruger.
Which, I'm not going to knock the fight. The fight was awesome. But it was not a team win.
Exactly. Which then
Now,
moved
Mystic
on
Force.
to Mystic Force. They had their
It's literally Wild Force 2.0.
They had their asses handed to them. Liam Bow and Daggeron were dead.
So, and they had no powers.
And yes,
They
this
literally
podcast,
had no powers.
and just to add on, because I did just swear, this podcast is PG-13. There is very minimal swearing, if that. We try not to.
We are going to try to limit ourselves.
Like, that's the first time I've dropped it. But in PG-13, the most you can swear is 3 times. So far we got 2 left if we end up using them, which we won't.
So, and if we go over that, we're going to restart.
This is only the first recording, by the way, guys. So far we're doing really good.
Which is surprising. But Mystic Force, they were losing. They had no powers. What happens? The people of Briarwood and the forest people come in and they're like, oh, we're all friends now.
We believe in magic.
They do the hold hands and Magic MacGuffin, we believe in magic, and Rainbow Blast overfeed the monster.
Which we see the overfeed as it's magic that they did have if they never lost it. But they lost it.
Exactly. Now, so how are we counting this? Because they had the magic.
They got it from
in
someone
the first
else.
Place.
It wasn't their own magic.
So there we go. Their powers are gone. And again, it had to end that way because happy ending. But realistically, they should have lost.
Exactly. Now we go on to one of the most hated seasons.
Which we could save that for when we get to it.
Are we on
now,
it now?
Overdrive's final boss was Flurious.
Yeah.
Now, in that final fight, Mac told the Rangers that they needed to fight the foot soldiers and he'll fight Flurious.
Yeah.
So already, this is a fraudulent win.
One Ranger does it, not all of them.
And on top of that, he was in his battleizer.
That's fine if they were working as a team.
But the thing with the battleizer is, remember, the Sentinel armor is half Mac, half the Sentinel Knight.
Exactly.
So, I know Sentai counts his counterpart as a Ranger. We're not counting Sentinel Knight as a Ranger.
No, we're not.
So, Magic MacGuffin / not as a team.
Yep.
Now, Jungle Fury. Not only did they have to have help from Jared, because Jared's the one who went inside and weakened him.
They used magical bullshit.
Like, where's this? I mean, granted, it was magical MacGuffin that they didn't have because they weren't masters. But it was still a magical MacGuffin.
Not all of them were masters. Casey wasn't a master.
Like, they literally did hand movements and glowed and fired Rainbow Blast.
Which is their animal spirits, technically.
Yes, but it's still Magic MacGuffin because they could have done that at any point.
Yep.
And again, outside help from Jared.
Now we move on to the final season of the Disney era. RPM.
Now, Gem and Gemma come in and blast that sky tower, and the tower falls on Vengex. So, outside force, Vengex was defeated purely by gravity.
Yep.
Purely by gravity.
Yeah. But he wasn't.
Now, Samurai is where we get tricky.
He wasn't even defeated.
Oh, okay. Yeah, they didn't even finish the job.
No. But we'll come back to that. Samurai
and Super
it's
Samurai.
tricky. We'll do both at once.
Well, Samurai, they didn't even fight him once.
No. It's not until Super Samurai that they fight the main boss.
But now here's where it gets tricky, because in universe, there's beating a Nylok on the ground, and then their second form, like their biological second form, is when they grow.
Exactly.
Now, on the ground, it's a fraudulent win, because that was all Jaden.
Yeah.
But the actual defeat, when he grew, I say was a legit win.
Yeah.
Because it's like Dino Thunder. They used power they knew they had, and not only that, they knew they had to demorph to use the more power.
And I'm just confused. Did that happen before or after the ground? I thought the ground was second.
After. No, the ground was first, then the Megazord.
Right. So we're going to count this as a legal win?
We are going to count this as legal, yes. Because that was the actual defeat.
Cool. So it is different to when we last did this. We had this talk a while ago, talking about it.
Yeah, I think we agree on it last time.
We had it the other way around. We had the Megazord as the first fight, which is why we called it fraudulent. So our mistake, guys, but for this one, we are calling it a legal win.
Yeah, we actually got it right this time.
So now to Megaforce.
So yes, Samurai is a legit win. Because, again, like Dino Thunder, they used power they knew they had.
They used their symbol power.
Which, again, Jaden even said, we have to demorph to use our symbol power. Because I know people are like, why'd they have to demorph? They use the symbol power to morph.
Yeah, they're using all of their symbol power. Like, yes, they can use symbol power whilst they morph, but they used all of it, including their morphing one.
So Samurai is the second one to get a legit win.
Yeah.
Which, I know that'll make a certain person on TikTok happy.
Yeah. Shout out to you, Toller. If you ever want to collab, we're open to it.
Now, Megaforce.
Brack is the main villain.
Yes, Brack is the main villain. They didn't even beat him.
No, he came back in season 2.
Now that, I'm going to say, is a magical MacGuffin win. Because how did Troy tap into the power of a solar eclipse?
Yeah.
How did he do that?
He's just a regular human.
And not only that, I'm sorry, Troy is not that cool. I don't want to give Troy that win.
I give Troy credit for being good only because I made him in Legacy Wars. For all of you who know Legacy Wars, you guys know Ball.
Okay, but that's Super Troy. That's not regular Troy. This is regular Troy that beat Brock. Because remember, they didn't have the super mode because it was Stone or whatever.
No, they didn't have the super mode yet. They were in their ultra mode.
Oh no, they had the mode by this point. But remember, in universe, Rock had the super mode where like they had it where they couldn't do super mode because
no, they didn't. Because in
the Ranger
season 1,
turned to Stone.
In season 1, they didn't get super mode till season 2.
Yeah, but remember, Rock came back in season 2, and they didn't use the super mode in season 2 when they fought him because obviously it was Sentai footage, but in universe, Rock turned the keys to Stone.
Yeah.
Now, Super Mega Force.
Yeah.
Mavro. I'm going to go off the extended version, not the TV version.
I agree.
Did they beat him?
Yeah.
Yes. However, not their powers.
That's a hard one. Because I thought because they beat him when they used the mega ship.
Oh yeah, the cannon. That's right. Then yeah, I think they did. Yeah, that was a legit win then.
I guess we're really rewriting half of our script from our last time we talked.
Wow. Then again, the last one was like 3:30 in the morning my time when we recorded that.
Yeah, because we're in 2 different time zones. Technically, it's 3:30 in the afternoon for me now, so this is kind of like a full circle moment.
Funny.
Half circle, I mean, because it's halfway to the time.
But yeah, the Super Mega Force, I hate saying it, but that was a legit win, yeah.
Legendary Battle we're not including because that's just...
That's just foot soldiers.
Foot soldiers. And they can't be fraudulent getting help from the others against foot soldiers. That is fraudulent on its
Yeah. Now, Dino Charge and Supercharge.
Oh, someone's going to come at us for this.
So let's start with season 1, of course.
Sludge. Who defeated?
It was a legit win until you realize it was by himself, because it was Tyler by himself.
Someone specific, Glorious King, who I hope is actually listening to this podcast. If you are listening to this podcast, you have to message me bananas. Like the banana emoji. Is there a banana emoji?
So Tyler beat Sledge by himself, which admittedly is a cool moment, but not a legit win. And he didn't finish the job.
Yep. Now we go into Super Dino Charge.
Now, continuing on with Sledge, this is where it gets tricky.
He's back.
Because there's Prime Sledge, and then there's the one where they went back in time. How are we counting that?
I thought we weren't doing the back in time bullshit. I thought we were doing Heckle as the final boss.
Well, let's go with Sledge real quick, and then we'll count Heckle and Snide. So Prime Sledge, let's say he didn't come back when he did in Ninja Steel.
No, in this timeline, he technically lost to Tyler because Tyler gave him the bomb.
Yeah, but remember the black hole thing.
Yeah,
that was an outside force, and yes, the time travel one was Tyler giving him a bomb, and they tied him to the ship and sent him into the sun.
So
Prime Sledge, outside force doesn't count, but the time travel one, I'm gonna count that as Tyler soloing him. That was not a legit win.
Yeah. Now we move on to Heckle / Snide.
Which, I would say Snide, not Heckle. Now Snide. Well, no, let's start with Heckle, actually. Heckle betrayed him.
Yeah.
So, already out of the question. Now, Snide was defeated by the Rangers. However, they had to have help from Heckle.
Yeah. And they had to use their Megazord to beat a little bad guy. What? Oh, for fuck's sake. Go. Guys, sorry about that. We're going to leave that in. It was a bit of technical issues on our end. There was just a bit of technical difficulty.
I say we trim a lot of... we'll leave in where I realized you were gone, but then trim the rest of the fat.
I don't have that.
Oh, well, how far did you get on the record?
We're talking about Snide.
About who?
After I said about...
Oh, you got up to Snide? Okay.
So, do you want to continue it off?
Yeah. So it'd be Ninja Steel.
Yep.
So, Magic MacGuffin. Because the Ninja Prism is like, here's 2 random Red Rangers that you guys will never see again. And then at the end, it's like, ooh, the Prism wants to do our spin attack with us.
Outside force.
Outside force. Now, the 2 Red Rangers, I'm not going to knock. But yeah, it's the fact they had to have help from the Prism.
Yeah.
Now, Super Steel. Magic MacGuffin. Literal Magic MacGuffin. Because Preston pulled out his magic and was like, ooh, I'll make our stars like the Ninja Nexus star.
Yeah. Alright, moving on to...
So, Magic MacGuffin.
Season 1. Who was the main bat? Oh, wait, Eva.
Yeah.
Didn't beat. He came back in Season 2. Continue to Season 2.
Yeah.
We'll just talk about Season 2, because it took you a Season 1, Season 2 type thing.
So, Evox. Let's start with, spoiler alert, it's Venjix.
Yeah.
So RPM really didn't finish the job.
Yeah.
And for Beast Morphers, because I know me and Mitch talked about this the last time we recorded this. The whole thing was they were fighting him, and it was like, oh, he's allergic to human DNA, so we'll use human DNA to beat him. Magic MacGuffin win.
Yeah.
Dino Fury.
Done it.
Season 1.
We had to avoid that.
It was Void Knight. Fraudulent win, he came back.
Yeah.
Then season 2.
Yep.
It's a combination of, it's a fraudulent win because of a combination of several things. She wasn't destroyed. Void Queen. Amelia talked her down, and it was Magic MacGuffin because Zato used the Master Saber to destroy the Nemesis Beast.
Yeah. Something that they got from the Morphin Masters.
Now, before we get into Cosmic Fury, let's go into Super Legends. Now, I know what a lot of you are thinking. Oh, but Super Legends isn't canon.
Yes.
Me and Mitch consider it canon.
It's sort of a soft canon type situation. You can
Like,
either
you
include
can count it as canon. You don't have to count it as canon. We count it as canon.
which is why we dubbed it soft canon.
So, the big bad was Lord Zed. Now, part of the reason I consider it canon is Lord Zed, like they go over a lot of lore that only hardcore fans knew at that point.
Yeah.
Like the fact Lord Zed was purified by the Z-Wave.
Yep.
And he said his purified self became an archaeologist and discovered the time crystal, and the evil energy came back and recreated Zed.
Yes, it did.
So then Lord Zed escaped and ran off, and the Omega Ranger was like, it may take him a while to come home. Where did the Zed and Dino Fury come from?
From the thing. From Legacy Board.
Mm-hmm.
They've just made it more canon to us.
Oh, and before we get to Cosmic Fury, once and always, we're counting Robo Rita. This is Robo Rita, not Rita Repulsa.
It's the evil part of Rita Repulsa.
I say that was a legit win.
Yeah.
They did work together as a team to defeat her.
Yep.
So that is now the third or fourth legit win. Hang on.
Fourth.
Dino Thunder, Super Mega Force.
Samurai.
Yeah, fourth legit win.
Now, let's quickly
Now,
go
Cosmic
back
Fury.
in time to the 2017 movie, which we skipped.
Oh, yeah, 2017 movie. We keep skipping movies.
Yeah, we included a special
Now,
less than a movie. Wow.
Now, 2017, there's Goldar and Rita.
Yeah.
Now, we're gonna ignore the fact that there was no sequels.
Yeah.
Because I remember last time we wanted to touch on how there were supposed to be sequels, but let's not touch on that.
Yep. All good.
Both cases, with Goldar and Rita, it was a legit win.
100% it was.
So that is legit win number 6 and 7.
Where was number 5?
Now, Cosmic Fury.
What was number 5?
What? Hang on.
Rover Raider.
Samurai, Dino Thunder. Wait, Dino Thunder, Samurai, Mega Force.
Rover Raider. 5 and 6.
Robo Rita. 5 and 6. Yeah, the movie Rangers.
Oh my god, I can see all the 10-year-olds that are watching this saying 6, 7, 6, 7.
Oh. Horse Pocky.
I see Pat.
Now, Cosmic Fury. Huh?
Yep, I see Pat saying 6, 7.
Oh, God.
Cosmic Fury. Yep, the final.
Now, Cosmic Fury. Now, people are like, Bajilia was the main boss. Okay, if we want to count Bajilia, that was a legit win.
100% it was. It was Bajilia.
But we're not counting Bajilia.
We're counting Master Zed.
And they talked him down.
And when was Lord Zed ever talked to Percy except for when he wanted to negotiate? Fucking never.
Literally. Because literally, season 3 of Mighty Morphin, who was the one who told the Rangers, you want Kimberly back? Drive my Zords.
Yeah.
Zed.
So, fraudulent win. He shouldn't have been able to be talked down. They never defeated him. They just trapped him in an eternal fucking nightmare because apparently his nightmare is to deal with Rita, and I just realized it's the second swear. Good thing we get 3.
Nope, third. You said it earlier.
No, I said it once earlier.
You said it right before then, too.
Oh, butter my biscuits.
Well, then again, we can cut around that one.
I'm not cutting this. Our part does not get cut. Pilots are not meant to be cut.
All right.
They're meant to be raw.
All right, but I'm just saying now, you drop one more, we got to restart.
Well, we're at the very end, so I shouldn't say another swear word.
Yeah.
Because I do not want to restart this whole thing.
What started this conversation the first time was we were discussing how it had dawned on us Lord Zed never really got beaten by any Ranger team.
And out of that, we decided to think about how many Ranger teams actually defeated their villains and how many were not defeating their villains.
Now, we do need to point out, obviously, this is not to be taken seriously. This is just us having fun.
Yeah. If you guys disagree with us, let us know. Is this getting
are open to hearing this, but not only that, this is, again, like I said, this whole thing is really not meant to be taken seriously. It's just a funny observation.
Are we uploading this to Sizzling or are we making the YouTube now?
I'll go ahead and make a YouTube now.
Alright, so if you want to argue with us, let us know in the comments on the No One GrayKnight TikTok. Same name as the podcast. I mean, not TikTok, YouTube. YouTube. GrayKnight YouTube. Number 1 GrayKnight YouTube.
But again, this is not meant to be taken seriously. This is just us literally realizing, hang on. I mean, we obviously recognize some of these defeats are legit because a lot of them did finish the job, obviously. We're not stupid.
Yeah.
But think about it. Like, actually think about it. Maybe some of you count the solo wins. Maybe some of you have to agree that the ones that came back, they didn't finish the job,
Yeah.
Let us know.
But until next time, GrayKnighters, we will see you in the next video.
Bye.
Podcast or thing.
Yeah.
Until next time, this has been Mitchell.
This is Hayden.
And we will see you in the next one. Bye.
Bye.